The best thing that happened to me in my life, which is why I lead this work with my entire life on the line, is that for 4 years, I was attracted to that pattern of older women. I would find what was attractive in them, their fact that they were hyper independent. So they didn't actually really need someone to have a healthy, loving relationship. That they had other priorities except their relationship, other kind of things. Those things I would find attractive. But I wouldn't find attractive someone who wanted to be in a stable, continuous relationship. And the moment I did the healing work and I did the work to reparent myself and learn to recreate the idea of healthy love, boom, out of nowhere, it's so shocking to me. I was physically and emotionally unattracted to these women. And I didn't find them repulsive, but I just didn't find them attractive anymore. They were just beautiful older women who took care of themselves, and I'm happy they existed in the universe and contributed, but that's it. They didn't need to exist in my universe. It was so bloody
Yeah.
crazy. Did you at any point notice the shift? Because I know you were in a difficult relationship for like a long period of time. Did you notice at any point in your life the shift between how you were so attracted to an unhealthy love to where you started to pull in or draw in a healthier love that you enjoyed or got attracted to more?
Yeah, I can actually remember this moment. And I used to be the type that was always chasing. So that very typical anxious attacher that's
Mm,
running after the avoidant. And
right.
there was this one moment where, and it was actually 2 years ago when I was living in Argentina before. And there's this guy I was chasing. And then I just had to stop
Mm,
and go inwards and be like, let him come to you. Let him come to you.
wow.
And then as I was in there was like it was a camping trip, and then all of a sudden I started noticing that this other guy in the group kept seeking me out, and I was
Right.
like, let him come to you. And I had my focus on the guy that was running from me, and then I was like, wait, let him come to you, him is not specified. And I saw this
Mhm.
other guy approaching me and pursuing me, and I was like, okay, I see this. And especially with attachment, I always say that the ego gets attached to a specific person, but the
Right.
soul, the inner child, is attached to the feelings. Like, how do we want to
Mhm.
feel, right? And so I was like, okay, like, let me be open to this person. And he was pursuant, really kind, really caring. And so on the opposite spectrum of the MILF, we have the DILF. So he was a, and I never understood that concept of going for dads. But
Right.
know how to take care of people. They know how to take care
Yeah,
of human beings. So they're
exactly.
not self-absorbed. And so anyway, he started to pursue me. And when we went to Buenos Aires, I actually had my Airbnb and he arrived ahead of me. And so I just like gave him the like login info or the sorry, login information, the
Yeah, the key or whatever to get
whatever.
in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
So he got there before me, and I'm
Mhm.
not kidding you. When I got there, he had snacks, he had wine,
Aw.
he had
Oh,
like all, and he had like a dinner reservation for us, and I was so touched. And I noticed that the next day I was super busy for work and I was starting to
mhm,
create the distance because I was like, ooh, I started to really, and even before that, like, before we went to Buenos Aires, like I started to feel the like, I don't think he's that attractive. He's not that cute. He's X, he's Y, he's Z. He's not cool. Like
mhm,
all the things that, just that's we start to think, but it's not necessarily true. But I knew in
mhm,
my mind, I had to ask myself, do I really not find him attractive? Or is this my attachment coming into play? And once
mhm.
I told myself that, I was like, okay, lean into it. And once I leaned into it, I was able to fully receive this short term relationship. And we both knew what it was going to be because he lived in a different country. So it had an expiration date on it. And
Right.
we both knew what it was. And at the same time, I wasn't attached to the ending of the relationship. I
Mm,
wasn't worried about it. I wasn't, in that insecure spiral. I
right.
was just open to the experience and being like, you know what? This really wonderful man wants to treat me kindly. He wants to shower me with, gifts, just like acts of like
Mm,
as like service and just like being really really kind. And I would say that's probably one of the first times in my life that I really allowed myself to receive it from a man in that way and be like, yeah, like
wow.
I deserve this, and also just like have that dynamic and interaction play out. And I will say that's one of the most healing experiences that I've had in my healing
Wow.
journey, because even before I think if I was in a relationship with somebody that was giving me love, I felt guilty or I felt like I had to prove myself. So I wasn't fully receiving it. And so this was definitely a life-changing experience where it just kind of set this tone moving forward so that I felt safe and worthy of
Wow.
receiving, and also just raised the standard for men because I was like, he's not my forever
That's
person.
a huge one,
Yeah.
right? That's a huge one, raising your standard of what you deserve to receive. I think that's the biggest thing of what, in my opinion, learning to step into healthy love feels like, and learning to retrain your nervous system, your subconscious mind around what healthy love feels like, is that it then changes what you expect from the world. It changes what you see from the world. It changes what you deserve in order of what you're receiving. I remember, like you also said when you were in Argentina, and then we'll close just after this, that when you got sick, your neighbors there or your landlord came with like a whole bunch of groceries and everything for you to take, and you didn't even really ask. You just said like, I'm sick, blah blah blah, and he just found out you were sick,
Yeah.
and you attracted a world where now people take care of you. Whether it doesn't always just have to be a romantic partner either. Like, once you get a better understanding of healthy love and you're willing to receive, it comes from everywhere. No.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
any concluding thing you want to say to anybody listening?
Just that, the awareness piece, guys, like if you're seeing that you're pushing love away, just be aware of it and understand that there's a reason. So don't beat yourself up.
Mhm.
Just know that there is healing that I've done, that Yats has done, that we are guiding people through. So again, awareness, don't beat yourself up. There's always a reason why we do the things that we do. And that's it.
Yeah, that's a key thing. There's always a reason. And for me, it's to also understand that, like, as you focus on yourself and you start giving yourself a better understanding of healthy love, you just attract a healthier and a better love to you. Like, for example, like, the bad boys are not the right option, and the safest of safe, or the most boring of boring, let's call them the people pleasers, right? They're not attractive either, let's be honest, because they're also anxious in their own way, and they're not stable and secure. But once you do the level of like healing internally, I think you attract the right combination of someone who's brave and adventurous and daring, because a woman needs that to know she's protected, and like, that a man will stand up for her, and at the same time someone who'll also respect her and be there and support her. And I think, as Christina said, focus on the healing for you, because as you understand why, you'll be able to solve that problem, and then you'll attract beautiful, loving, like healthy love in your life. And for me, to you, with all my heart, you deserve a healthy love. You deserve kindness, compassion, care, bravery, challenge. You deserve to be triggered in a healthy way by someone who'll stay and help you work through it. You deserve the best kind of love, but you have to do the work in order to have it. Are you hurting from shame, loneliness, toxic relationships? Do you want to break that pattern and create a beautiful, loving life for yourself? Well, my name is Yats, and I'm an inner work and relationship guru. And I have helped thousands of women and men from all around the world learn to become their best selves and have the lives that they truly want and desire. This channel was designed for you to be able to heal those old wounds, be able to become and elevate your best self, and to you to love your life really that you have right now. And I offer an 8-week program called the GAUNTLET, which takes you on this amazing journey of healing those wounds. And I also offer in-person live retreats all around the world where you can access that same level of healing and empowerment. I want you to do something for you today. I want you to watch some of these videos. And if these videos hit close to home, they resonate with you and they're giving you some inspiration, then I want you to subscribe and share it with somebody else who needs it. These videos aren't just for someone to consume. They're meant to inspire people to take action. And if you want to take action in your own life, jump in the comments, watch the videos, send me a DM at the Inner Yats on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video.